Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you're doing really well. My name's HUMNA and I share content connected to art, healing and spirituality on my channel. I am so grateful that you're here today, and I hope that this video that you see on the screen brings you a message of letting you know how loved you are in this very moment. One of the things that we forget is that we matter. We do so much for so many people, and we're constantly in our doing energy that we don't get the chance to sort of sit back and know that someone there outside of me and within me is actually doing something for me also constantly. Like, I matter to this entity that created me. And as I'm walking down this path, I was walking like at my normal speed, and on one side, right hand side of my road was the road where the cars go. And then as I'm walking, I see this beautiful snail right next to a stick. And my first instinct was, well, I'm sure this snail is dead, because it was moving at a speed which was so slow that I was like, I literally looked at the stick and the snail and went like, oh, inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un, right? Poor thing, people are walking so fast and the cars are going zoom, zoom, zoom. Nobody has the time to take care of this little snail. And as I bent down and, started making the video, because it came to my attention, and when something comes to my attention on my walks, I always look at it as Allah speaking to me through that very creation of His. And I saw the stick and I saw the snail, and I looked at them both and said, oh, they're both dead, or they're lifeless. And as I moved closer, I realized, no, hang on, the snail is actually still moving. There is light of my Allah in this snail. Of course, even in the dead stick that's lying next to it, there was still light in it, but, in a different form and way. But the movement was so slow, and sometimes we think that nothing is happening. We don't really matter. But what I was thinking was that Allah, in His mercy and because of the love He has for His creation, is taking care of this little tiny creature. It's slow, it's almost invisible, it's almost non-existent, in the bigger scheme of my life, and yet it's provided with food, it's provided with earth, it's provided with water, it's provided with form. It's got a whole shell on it, and the shell is very beautifully crafted. The speed it moves at is really so that it can absorb everything that it is working on. Can you imagine the texture that it feels of everything that it moves on? And this is just one snail in the entire universe. In this very moment, there must be billions and billions before this, and there will be billions and billions after. But this one snail made me go closer to seeing it, absorbing it, and recognizing that this snail is actually me. Because this is a mirror of myself. At times when I think that things are not happening at the speed that I need them to be, I need to connect to my teacher, the snail, who's reminding me through its existence. Allah created the snail so I could sit with it, observe it, and recognize that this snail is a reminder of my Allah, saying that even when you feel like nothing is happening, even when you feel like you don't matter, even when the world is moving at a certain speed, I'm always with you. I will provide for you. I will take care of you. I will make sure that your shell, your home is beautiful, that you are beautiful. Like, the snail doesn't need validation or approval from the road people or me also. Like, the snail probably, I don't know where it is right now as I'm making this video, but in that very moment, it taught me so much stillness and so much gratitude. And I looked at the stick right next to it, and I'm like, okay, Allah Mia, this is what you're telling me about the snail, but what about the snake? Why? Like, the snail could have been anywhere on the planet, but it was right next to this snail. What was this stick saying to me? And the stick was saying that this stick could have had leaves on it, could have had flowers on it, could have been part of something bigger, but then right now it's just next to this snail so that I could stop and look at them for what they truly were, rather than thinking what this tree, this little branch would have been. At one point it would have had lots of leaves on it, meaning lots of people around it, lots of, that was the phase it needed to go through, and then it became a tree of roots and whatever. But then there came a time that now it's like this tiny. So from that to this, the journey that it made, it still has a purpose. It still made me stop. It still became my teacher. Even though that it is dead, it doesn't matter to anybody and everybody. But for me, who chose to think that Allah is speaking to me through everything, even if it is a dead stick, then suddenly the dead stick loses its whole appearance of what it was and what it will be, but it becomes this dead stick in this very present moment as just that, what it is, rather than me analyzing which tree it fell from or what could have it done. Nothing of that sort. This stick is making me say, come into the present moment, Hamna. Let yourself just be where you are, how you are, who you are, and recognize that even in that, when you think you are doing nothing and nothing is happening, you are still purposeful. Your purpose is not to be validated or approved by the people around you. Your existence is the proof that the Creator loves you. And when you channel into that love that He has for you, you automatically feel grateful. You automatically don't feel like you don't matter, because you do matter. Otherwise, you wouldn't be existing. At a phase of your life, you could have had lots of people, lots of friends, which I did. Networked like crazy. I was known to be like, socializing, selling art, doing exhibitions, all that sort of stuff was amazing, without a doubt. But then right now, the phase that I am in right now, I am choosing to keep myself really intentionally creating my life and choosing who I allow my space to welcome. Like, not everybody is welcomed, because not everybody is going to understand where I am today. Because the moment people see me, oh, your work is so good, oh, you do this, why don't you try this, why don't you put it in a competition, why don't you do blah blah blah. You see, for me, it's like the snail. I know my existence matters to my Creator, and that what I'm here to do, I will do. So through my existence, if Hamna stops by and chooses to see me and she's learned something, then I've done the bit that I needed to in that very moment, and I'm okay with that. I don't need to have anybody, clap for me or cheer me on or motivate me. Not because I'm not good at what I do, but because I already know that that is something my Allah's doing for me anyway. Like, He's with me, He's cheering me, He's motivating me to just from one day to the next be really, really fully present and be grateful to Him gifting me or giving me or providing for me everything that I need. The shell on the snail is its protection, it is its home. So protection and provision both come from Allah, right? And the past and the future and the present all come with Allah, from Allah, by Allah. So if we look at the snail, it's like its provision and its safety is in the hands of the one who created it. Allah will protect it, and Allah will provide for it the home that it needs, right? And the food that it needs. And then with the stick, Allah's just saying, don't worry about what you were. Don't worry about constantly thinking what you did in the past, or how you defined yourself, or who you even thought you belonged to, or what roles you play. Don't think about all that. Think of what you are right now. Don't worry about what will be in the future, because what will be that what is going to be useful for my Allah to make use of me, right? So I have no attachments of what I will be doing tomorrow, but what I do understand is that in this very moment, I'm doing exactly that, what he wants me to, which was learning and connecting to the snail and the stick, and recognizing that when he is there for both of them, he's definitely going to be there for me, right? And that sort of gives me such a deep grounding in my heart and gratitude. Okay, no matter who you are, where you're listening from, if you're watching this video, I just want you to know that you matter. Like, to some you might not, and that's okay. You're not meant to matter to everybody. You're meant to matter to your creator, and that you do. Without a doubt, you matter, right? And then when you come to that space, then it's almost like, even if you don't matter to anybody, it doesn't really affect you anymore, because you know that your existence has a purpose, and the purpose is to be the light of the creator, to be the love of the creator, and to channel into that understanding. If I'm the love of my creator, then he is my lover, and he is my provider, and he is my healer, he is my guide, and so he will take care of me. How will he not? When he's taking care of the whole entire universe, then I'm just a little speck, right? And it just makes you very humble. It makes you really humble, and makes your head go down in, devotion of the one who is taking care of everything in the entire universe. Now, if that's something that, you want to deepen your connection with your Allah, connect to him in a spiritual and a more creative way, then I invite you to join my Friday sessions, which are at 11 a.m. through Zoom every Friday. And it's only for women, but if you're a male hearing this, you're most welcome to join my Patreon, where you get access to all my sessions, and you can, paint connected, inspired by the names of Allah and the ayat of Qur'an, if that's something that you feel like you wanted to journey, because all the sessions that are there are life changing. Just one session will bring you so much clarity into whatever it is that you are looking for, and it will, I promise you, deepen your connection with your creator. So yeah, if you want to do that, all the details are down below. You can also book me for a one session if that's something that you want to do, like to really get clarity as to what your soul's path is, connect with your past, and free yourself from whatever it is that's holding you back, your limited beliefs, to guide you forward in alignment with your heart and mind, and also, of course, get you ready for akhirat, because one of the biggest goals of my life is that we have to constantly be reminding ourselves of the akhirat. Like, our focus needs to be on akhirat, because when our focus is on akhirat, then automatically our dunya gets managed by Allah, because Allah knows that our akhirat is our priority. So then he takes care of our dunya. So with that, like, yeah, all the things are down below in the comments, in the description box. Do like, share, and subscribe to my channel, because it's an act of helping me share Allah's light into other hearts, and by leaving a comment, you help the algorithm to pass on the message to those who are in need of it. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and peace, everyone. Enjoy yourselves, and never, ever, 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 ever forget, Allah loves you just the way you are, where you are, who you are, and there is no one who loves you like him. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon. Allah Hafiz.